How's it going, guys? Crafty? No clue what that means. Um, GG. We'll never know what that means now. GG. We're playing a samurai deck today. Not because of samurai, because of a new card from Aetherspark that we technically could have played as a commander in and of itself, but it's just so much harder to have it be the commander than to give ourselves access to the best colors for its archetype. So that's what we did. We gave ourselves the best colors for its archetype, which happens to be Boros, and put in ways to find it. In ways to reoccur it should something bad happen, which could happen. An Olvia deck. I hope that they are. Oh my god, it's Pop. Okay, well, yikes. Did we have to Pock? 4 power this turn is what we put on the field, and it's not going to be enough. Hawk will be, yeah, he's going to be a 7/7 for no discernible reason. Do hate me some Hawk. Just, there's no way of outpacing it, is the issue. Your opponent hits every land drop. It's gonna be at or above what you're capable of if you're on the play, right? If your opponent gets their first land drop, then it's your turn. Then on their turn, they get a land drop, which means it's a 2/2. That's a bad example because he comes down later than that, but like that's the gist of the concept. Uh, very cool, very cool. Ideally, I would like 2 combat casualties if I can manage. I don't think I can, though, is the issue. Yeah, I can't even manage 1. I think we're done with this game. I used to not understand. I don't understand some of the irrational green hate, but I do get some of it these days. Mainly around Punk. Like, I think ramping can be fun and can be just a decent strategy that can be overpowered by other things. But when you get Puck in the mix, it just becomes such a mess to actually deal with. You either deal with him the moment he enters the battlefield, or you lose the game. And not every deck is built like that. Like, people say that Brawl is a casual slash competitive format like that debate. And there's arguments that in a 1v1 setting where there are no other external factors, everything will always tend towards competitive, regardless of what kind of features you implement, right? But do get my equipment now. That is nice. The Aetherspark, our build around. Yeah, I don't know. I do think that Puck is just a card that needs to be eliminated from the format. He's not particularly fun to play against. We would get on our commander, then we play the Aetherspark, equip it up. But the problem is that our opponent is a highly interactive deck, and they're probably just gonna kill me before that becomes an issue. Yeah, I think I play War instead. My commander. I was hoping to have something useful. Actually, could be. The problem is they probably have auras. Ouch. 2 damage. Almost thought I lost the game there for a second. That would have been bad. Magda. I think we still have to do it this way. Yeah. I think we die this combat, so I guess it doesn't matter. Wow. The problem is I'm still kind of just dead, I think. How much do you cost? You're going to cost everything? Well, and so I can't even use it, unfortunately. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. Out of the 3 swords, that one's probably the more useful one. Don't see, yeah. I mean, we can deal 10. No, we don't. It's over. It's so over. It's so over. I mean, yesterday we came out with a pretty good combo deck and cleaned house for most of the matches. Today, poor Aetherspark not having a good time of it. Even though, like, if you get an Aetherspark on a creature and actually attack with it, it is really good. Not that you get a lot of loyalty, so you can almost immediately -10 it. Which, if you can manage that, you're gonna have a good time. I think they go Armory first. There's an argument for trying to get down to Garda's aid, but well, that's not Armory. I guess we Surveil. Surveil Armory on 2, 8 on 2. Get our Storm's Edge as high up as we can. It's a Krenko mob boss, so we cannot afford to mess around. Problem is our artifacts don't really line up that great. We want a free equip off Sigarda's Aid for this forge. Maybe it just doesn't matter. I mean, if our commander comes down and then immediately dies, does matter a little bit. You control. Commander? We have to pray he survives. I think it's where we're at. Although we did draw the one ring now, so like we have a momentary bleh, cannot say that word. We got a slight reprieve. I wish you gave lifelink. This? Alright, next turn we get the Spark. I don't have a lifelink one, which is sad. Embercleave might just be the shout. Essentially telegraph to our opponent that they kill us this turn or they lose the game. Embercleave is not that. I thought it was that. It's not that. The problem is that our commander has protection from red. Ouch. Well, we just swing in and kill our opponent. Attack again. 2 combats, very good for attacking. If we had our Aetherspark, we would have gotten 16 counters. Well, we gotten 12 counters for last turn, and that would have just cast everything in our hand. It worked out, but it didn't work out. Sad times. And we got one more in us, I think. Depending on how our build, we might have 2. But a 1-minute game is not something I'm looking forward to, so I'm going to say we only have 1 left. Keep. Same plan. Yes. I have a leyline opponent. I guess it's a slightly different plan. So I'm going to get down Magda. Just because an axe on a dwarf. Pretty good. Fortunately, we couldn't equip, but our This is looking sizable. Stick study. We'll get our land somehow. Another red. Just so that we can move some of our dual lands over to the white costs for Aetherspark. Do I cast it and lose everything? Maybe. Don't do it, opponent. I mean, we have Forge Anew, so we're not. Rude. Well. Magda? Hello? Attach the spark. Next turn we can equip up the axe, get a bunch of counters, cast a bunch of spells. Probably that it adds mana of one color. We kind of need 2 mana. So many counters. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I got my 2 white, so I think it's still at white though. Overwhelming Splendor? Fortune. Nah, we'll end it here. We'll end it here. So they still get the Cascade trigger, right? Because that's on cast. But they're all 1/1s now. Hmm. Commander? Auto pay, don't need that treasure. We are not about that life. So we can find 2 mana out there in the open somewhere. We get down Aetherspark and have him attack to get an extra combat for himself. Then have Aetherspark attack to get him another extra combat. Good 1/1s there. Now Sliver spells don't have Cascade. Good ramping. Uh-huh. I think we do it this way. Swing. So this will add 12 counters. I think we win either way. I think we have 24 damage, and they have 3 toughness. I've never used the draw 2 cards mode, because it always jumps an amount of counters to the add 10 mana. Well, got an achievement. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.